Hello everyone, welcome again to another video. So today's tutorial is about how to make mini beaded bag or mini purse. Super simple and easy to make. Let's get into the video. Hello and welcome back again. So on my table here I have this 8mm faced bead, yellow color. This is what we are going to use, very bright and beautiful color. Okay, but feel free to use your own choice of bead, your own choice of colors to make this beautiful vest. I have here my 50-pound fishing line. It's a fishing line, okay, or nylon line in 50-pound. That's what I'm going to use. So here's my little plier to cut any loose thread. Let's get started. Let me push this bead aside and let's start work. So here's the line that I've cut, okay, and we are going to start with 4 beads. So we are starting with 4. I'm starting with 4 beads, okay, and I'm going to string all these 4 on my line. So this is what we have. I have all 4 on my line, and I'm going to hold the last bead and use my right line to go through the last bead and pull like this. This is how it's looking like. So we have 4 on each line. I'm going to add one bead on each line, and I'm going to cross both ends of my line into the 3rd bead. Because we have one, they are sharing one in common, okay? So now we continue to be adding 3, 3, 3. This is 4 flower beading like this. And now again on each line, one bead on each line, and I'm going to cross both ends of my line into the 3rd bead and pull. Put 1 bead over here. I'm going to cross into the bead and pull. I'm going to repeat this one more time for you guys to see. This is 3. We have 3 done, 3 flowers done. On each line, one bead on each line, okay, and there's 1 bead over here. I'm going to cross both ends of my line into it and pull. If you put 2 beads on the line, cross both ends of your line into another one and pull. And this is 4 flower beading, and this is how it's looking like. Very pretty, very beautiful. We have 4 done, and I'm going to continue to make 5 more. So you to do 5 more and we meet over here. So now I have 9, okay? This is 9 I have on my line. This is how it's looking like. This is 9. This line, 3 beads. I'm adding 3 beads to this line so my line can turn to the side, and now continue my 2nd row. So I complete with these 3, making 10 flowers. This line, 3 beads. Okay, I'm going to go through the last bead and pull. With the line, go through the last bead and pull it down like this. This line into the next bead. Go through the next bead. Add 2 beads. So I'm adding 2 beads to my right line. I'm going to go through the next bead with my line, and I'll be adding 2 beads over here. 2 beads. This is how the weave is looking like. So I'm going to do one more time this line into the next bead. Then we are going to continue and then weave to the end. 2 beads. We are doing the same weave. We are going to repeat the same weave throughout the entire weave. Continue to the end, and I'll meet you back here. And now I'm going through my last bead, this line into the last bead. I'm going to my last bead over here at the edge, pull my line through, and the same line I'll be adding 2 beads to complete this row. Then now my line can turn on the side and now start a new row again. This is how it's looking like. So I'm going to flip it over, and on this line, 3 bead. Okay, I'm adding 3 bead. I'm going through the last bead and pull into the next bead. Two bead. So this is how the weave is looking like. It's the same weave throughout the whole weave. Okay, this is the technique we are going to use. This is the third row. We are going to complete this third row, and then I'm going to make 17 rows. Okay, we are going to continue to make 17 rows. This is how the weave is looking like. Very beautiful already. Okay, this is 17 that I made. This is 17 rows. When you count this way and this way is 10. We started with 10, then we continue to make 17. So it's 17 by 10. Okay, if you count like this, 17. Right now I'm going to fold. So I'm counting 7. This is my 7. I fold on 7, and now I'm counting 3. So 3 is going to be our base. I'm counting from the left. I'm going to fold on 7 over here. I'm folding on 7. Okay, now that we fold it, this 3 is going to be our base. Okay, now we just have to fill the side. This is my line I cut. I'm going to go through these 2 beads, this and this one. So I'm pulling my line through those 2 beads. I pick 1 bead from the side and 1 from the base. This one, I'm going to go through that one. Go through this bead. Okay, now my line is in these 2 beads. Let me fold it well. This line, 2 bead. I add 2 bead to my line, and this is what we are going to start with. So I'm going through the last bead and pull. I'm going to go to the next bead. And I'll be adding 2 bead. Now I'm going to go through this and this bead. Go to this first, and this one on the side. And the number of bead I need here is only 1 bead. Now I'm going to go through the next bead, this bead. Okay, I'm going through this bead on the side, pull it through the side bead, and I'll be adding a 2 bead. I'm going to add 2 bead to my line, and we're going to continue to complete this row. I'm going to go through this line into the next bead. I'll be adding 2 bead to my line. Now I'm going to go through this line into this and this one, this 2 bead over here. So go through the middle one and this one. And the number of bead I need is only 1. Okay, 1 bead to complete this row like this. This is how it's looking like. Now I'm going to go through this bead. I'm going to pick up 1 bead on the side again, and I'm adding 2 bead to my line. Into the next bead, I'm adding 2 bead to my line. Now I'm going to go through this one and the side bead. Going through the middle one first, then one on the side. Now we have to complete this one with 1 bead. Okay, my line is in 3 bead, and I'm adding 1 bead to complete this row. I'm going to go to the next bead. And I'll be adding 2 bead to my line. 2 bead. Okay, add 2 to your line, cross and pull, and now move on into the next bead, add 2 bead, and now the middle bead, and pick one side bead. This one over here I'm going through, and add 1 bead to complete the row. This is how we are going to continue to fill the side of our mini bag. Now this line into the next bead. This is a simple bag or purse, if you want to call it like that, 2 bead. This is very simple. You don't need much bead to do this. You need like 100 or 150 grams of bead to do this. Next bead, add 2 bead to your line. I'm going to go through the middle and the side, this and this one. And the number of bead I need, 1 bead, like this. Only 1 bead to complete the row. Okay, this is how it's looking like, very beautiful. So now we are just going to go ahead and complete the side. And now I'm about to complete the last row over here, so I'm going through the last bead, and I'll be adding 2 bead into the next bead, 2 bead. Now I'm going to go through my last bead and the last bead on the side, like this. And now I need only 1 bead to complete this row, and we are done with the first side. Okay, like this. And my line, the rest of my line, I'm just going to weave it back into the bead and make sure it's well secured. Now we are going to do the second side over here. This is how it's looking like, very beautiful, simple to make. You don't need much bead to do this. So now the second side is complete, and this is how it's looking like. Okay, this is the second side is filled up. This is how the whole purse is looking like. This is mini purse. So now that we complete both sides, we have to make another 7 rows on top. Okay, over here we are going to build on it again, 7 rows. So let me show you how we are going to start. This bead, I'm going to pull up my line through this bead, and I'll be adding 3 beads to my line to start with. Start with 3. I'm going to go into the next bead and add 2 beads. Into the next bead, 2 beads. So right here we are going through all the edge bead and adding 2 beads to it. Next bead, 2 beads. I'm going through the next bead here, and I'm adding 2 beads to my line. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going through all the edge bead, okay, and adding 2 beads to my line. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification for any new video that I'll be uploading. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification for any new videos that I'll be uploading. Very beautiful videos will be coming your way. And also thank you so much for your love and support. Okay, now I'm about to complete this row and we will start another row again. It ends over here. This is how it's looking like. Okay, we complete, and now this line, I'll be adding 3 beads to the line. I'm going through the last bead and pull into the next bead. So we are going to work with the edge bead and adding 2 bead like how we did it now. I'm just going back, making sure I'm going through all the beads on the edge, and I'm adding two bead. I'm going to continue to do this to complete this row too. This is how it's looking like, okay? So we are going to continue to complete this row and make seven rows. Complete and make 7 rows. This is how it's looking like. Very beautiful, very pretty. And now the 7 row is complete. So I'm going to show you what we are going to do next, okay? If you count from here, it's 7. And this is what we are going to use as our lid to close on the purse, okay? Very beautiful looking already. Very, very beautiful. Look at that. So I'm going to turn the side and show you. Look at how the purse is looking like. I'm going to add a little hook on the side, and I'm going to use this metallic bead on the side with this hook, okay? I'm going to use this. This is what we are going to add to the side with the bead. I'm going to show you how we attach it. So I'm getting my line on the side. I'm going to go through this bead over here, this one. I'm going through that bead, and on my line, each line I'm going to add one gold bead to my line, like this. Okay, you add it like this. Then both ends of the line I'm crossing into a bead and pull. I'm crossing both ends of my line. You see how I did it? I'm going to add one bead on each line again, and I'm crossing both ends of my line into the bead and pull. Now I'm going to pull on each line. I add one bead again on each line. Now I'm going to add my hook over here, like this. This is how it is. I'm going to pull a link to be in the middle, like this. Then I'm going to go through this bead over here. I'm pulling my line through the next bead in front of where we start. I'm crossing my line through this bead. And pull. You see, I put the ring over there, and that is how we are going to add it. And the rest of this line, I'm going to weave it back round into the bead and make sure my line is at one place. I pull it together, then I'll tie. So I'm pulling my line through the bead so I can have both ends together and tie them before I weave the rest of the line into the bead. Now that we've completed this one, we are going to add another one over here too on the side. And this is how it's looking like. Okay, for the closure, I'm going to use this pearl. This is 18mm pearl bead I'm going to use. This is my line. I'm going to add this 4mm gold bead to my line, like this. This is how it's looking like. So I'm going to put two ends of my line together, pull it together, and go through the bead like this. This is how it should look like. Now I'm counting and I'm finding the middle for this bag, okay? Here is the middle. I'm counting down 5. This is 5. I'm going to cross my line into that bead, but first I'm going to add one gold bead on my line. Add one gold bead to this one, add one to this before you cross it into that bead. Okay, have it like this. Now find the middle again. If you forget where it is, count 5 down. 5 bead. This is the 5th. I'm crossing both ends of my line into this one and pull. I get 1, Just take your time and put the line through it. Pull and pull tight. Pull tight like this. Okay, we are going to make a loop and hook on it. This is how it's looking like. Very, very beautiful already. So with this, I'm just going to weave my line through the bead, have them together at one place, then I'll tie them before I weave the rest back into the bead to make sure it's well secured enough. So now that I have them together, now I'm tying over here. Tie and tie nice and neat. Pull and pull it tight. Okay, so it becomes so. And now the rest of the line, I'll just weave it back into the bead. So now we have to make the loop to hook on onto the bead. Okay, it's firm, it's strong, and it's beautiful. We're going to make the loop over here. Okay, here's the fresh line that I cut, and I'm adding 4mm bead on it. I'm adding metallic bead, is 4mm metallic, like this. And I'm going to find the middle on the lead and go through it. So here I find the middle, and in this bead over here I'm going to pull my line through this one. I'm pulling my line through this bead so I can lock the line over there. And I'm going to open it, and I'm going to add one bead again, metallic bead on it. I'm adding 4mm metallic bead over here. If you have smaller bead, you don't have to worry about this metallic bead. Just use bead that works for you. So I'm just stringing my bead on the line. Okay, the metallic bead, I'm just stringing it on the line to make a loop like this. But first, I'm going to go through one. I'm going to hold it and hook through the bead. I'm going to hook it on the bead to see if it's the number that I've taken is good enough. Like this. This is what I'm going to measure to see if this is enough. Okay, like this. Now I think it's too much, so I'm going to take one bead down. Okay, I'm going to take one down. Then I'm going to tie. I'm going to go through again. Then I'll measure again to see. I'm going to hook it on it. The loop, I'm going to hook it on the bead to see. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So if you are making it, make sure you try to see if you can hook on it before you can tie. So I tie my line. I'm tying over here. And what I'm going to do again, I'm going to go around with my line to make sure it's well secured enough. I'm going to go through to reinforce. Then I'm coming through this bead on the edge and pull. Just trust the process, and you're gonna have the same thing that I have over here. Okay, go through the edge bead and weave the rest of the line into the bead and pull, and make sure it's well secured and reinforce everything over there. Let's put it on a try to see. Yeah, this is good and it fits perfectly. Very, very beautiful piece. Okay, you pull it out and you hook on it to lock like this. So what we are going to do next, we are going to make a little loop over here to wrap around the hand, and I'm going to use metallic gold bead to make that loop, okay, on the side. So you can wrap it around your hand. So this is my line, and I'm going to pull it through my ring over here. Then I'm going to start stringing my bead on it. But first I'm going to start with the 4mm metallic bead over here. The smaller one, I'm just going to make like 4 before I string the 6mm on it. This is how it's looking like. Because I want the line to be flexible under the ring, that's why I'm pulling the smaller bead. That is the reason why I'm using the 4mm bead first. before the 6mm. This is how it's looking like. Okay, now I'm just going to continue to string my bead, and I'm going to make it as long as I want that can wrap around my hand. This is how the starting is looking like. I want you to string your bead, make it long and wrap it around your hand and see if it fits your hand. Okay, so this is what I'm going to make it long. Okay, now look at this. I make it long enough to wrap around my hand, and yeah, this is how you do. You wrap it around your hand to see if it's long enough for you. Now I'm just going to tie. I'm holding both ends of the line, then I'm tying here in the middle. Okay, tie nice and neat. So I'm just tying over here. If you tie, don't pull hard. Okay, don't pull it hard to be stiff. You see how flexible it looks like? Don't tie it so hard. And now the line, go through the bead all around to reinforce this line into the bead before you trim the rest off. Okay, go through 1 time or 2 times, then you tie again, and you tie again before you trim it off. The hook on the side, both sides, if you like to hook it on your shoulder, you can make a long bead string on it, round, and then use it as a shoulder bag. Or if you have a beautiful chain, you can put the chain on it too. It's very, very beautiful, like this. You see, this is how it's looking like. Very beautiful purse. So I'm going to look for a little chain to hook it on both sides. You can hold it like this everywhere. Okay, and this can be used as a jewelry on your wrist, looking very pretty and beautiful. You hold it together with the bag, it goes perfectly. Look at it. Look at this beautiful purse. You throw in your khaki, your gum, your chapstick, anything, it can fit in. It's a very beautiful purse. You see, if you have a chain, whatever you want to put it on it, this is a chain I have a claw on it, then I hook it on the side. So this is an option. Okay, this is very optional. If you like, you can add chain to the side to make it a little fancy, very beautiful. You take it anywhere you want. You can take it to special occasions or everyday events, wherever you want to take it to. Very, very pretty. We are done with our mini purse or bag, and this is how it's open. This is the inside, and this is how it's closed. Very simple and very easy to make. Thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also turn on your notifications for any new videos that I'll be uploading. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So this is our beaded mini bag. Very, very beautiful. I have this mini bag in pink and white pearl, so find your own choice of colors to make one for yourself. Thanks for watching.